Record-breaking heat in British Columbia today. We only have a few of the records so far confirmed, but I'm sure more are coming. I know we hit close to 30 in Wells today. Not quite, but we did hit crossover conditions. The relative humidity got quite low. Fire behavior and pretty windy, so we hope people were careful out there. Didn't drop a match anywhere. We don't want fire starts in this weather whatsoever. Let's have a look at some of the broken records. Okay, let's go. There it is. This is bad news.
My God. Falling out right now.
Anything could happen.
Get on! Wow.
I'll watch the video later. They try mopping this. Hit like, share, and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. It helps this guy keep the channel alive. Yeah, okay. The following areas will have set a daily maximum temperature record on June 8th, 2025. In the Abbotsford area, a preliminary new record of 31 was set, a whole degree warmer than the old record set in 1955. Clinton, BC, Clinton area, 31.6 record today. The old one was 30.5, and that was set in 2023. Interesting. Records in this area have been kept since 1974. Oh, this is weird signs, eh? Preliminary new record of 37 in Kamloops. The old one was set in 2023, 35.7. They've been keeping records in Kamloops since 1890. I don't know if it's been this hot. Like, we already had one 30-degree day here in Wells. I don't know if it's ever been this hot this early in the year in all the years that I've lived in Wells. I know it has been in the past. Barkerville weather station has records going back to the 19th century. And I know that the 1930s, for example, had some very, very hot spells. There was an unusual thing going on at that time. However, this is pretty wild. Kamloops set in 37. And people always be like, well, it's just summer. Like, come on, dudes. We just keep every year nudging records higher and higher. If not this day, someday down the road, next week or something. This has been going on now year after year. Lytton area hit 39.3 officially. The old record set at 38.5 in 2023. Again, they've been keeping records there since 1921. Now, many of you know I run a Facebook group called Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. It's for the interior region of British Columbia mainly, and there's 40,000 people on the group. And people have been posting pictures today, and some of their numbers are higher than these numbers because it was locally hotter where they were for whatever reason. The official stations are the scientifically controlled stations, so these are the ones we can verifiably say this temperature actually happened. At the Malahat area, look at this. Over in the Malahat, 28.8. The old record was set in 1995. In Pemberton, they hit 36.7 today. Their old record was broken and set in 2023 of 35.7. They've been keeping records in Pemberton since 1908, folks. Pitt and Meadows area, the preliminary new record of 32.3. An old record was set in 1903. We have an outlier here at 31.7. They've been keeping records there since 1874. Princeton area, 35.8. 1.4 degrees was warmer than the record that was set in 2023. 1893 is when they began keeping records there. Qualicum Beach area, new record of 28.5. Old record of 26.8 was set in 2024. Oh, an outlier. Squamish. It had a new record of 31.6. They had an old record set in 30.6 in 2015. What about the Whistler area? 31.9 there in Whistler. Wow, 30.9 was set in 2023. Interesting, friends. Williams Lake area saw 31.4. The old record was set in 2023. My truck was reading 34 at one point in Quesnel. I'm very skeptical of the truck's thermometer, but I got out of the vehicle and I was like, man, this is crazy hot. Rained a lot in Prince Edward Island. Other than that, let's have a look at official station Caribou Dude here in Wells, BC, where this does report into National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's database. My weather station does. Pressure of 1,006, pretty nice and high right now, 21.1 degrees. And what time is it right now? It's 8:04 p.m. at night. That's wild. It's pretty warm here at 8:04 p.m. For this high mountain town, yeah, sure. We're getting a little bit of a late warmth. 29.1 we hit here on my station officially. The low was 2.8. this morning. So just to put it in perspective, that's a big temperature range for us here in the mountains today. Had some gusty winds, 27.7, nothing too crazy at my station, but the trees nearby were rocking really hard. So there was much stronger winds than that in the valley. Thanks to Diggy's Diner for giving me the weather station here. The Caribou Dude station, here's the graph showing how we kind of peaked there, sort of twice actually. Had two little peaks. One where we hit about 4:30, another one around 6 p.m. where temperature nudged back up again. It seems like the warmest was the one at 4:30, and you would expect that. And here is the Facebook group that I do run, Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. If you live in British Columbia, I encourage you to join. We've been kind of a little bit more liberal about what is the interior at this point. We've been kind of reporting from all over, but still mostly sticking to the interior for our focus. Like, it's not a Vancouver weather group by any means. That's what we're trying not to be. Had some lenticular clouds here in Wells today, and that particular one was neat because instead of sitting on a mountain, it was sitting on top of some cumulus clouds. It's like a big ice halo, but a lenticular. Anyways, here's an interesting one. Says Leanne Higdon, hot one in Cache Creek today, was taken at 4:10. She was getting 41 on hers. Peter Hansen reporting 36.8 on his in Lumbee. Lori Clark showing 37 in Merritt at 3:30 p.m. Pretty hot. So hot out that Lynn Sterling's running on empty. Shane Andrews showing 37 with 16% humidity in Little Fort. That's very dry. Fire weather. You do not want to have a spark fly in that. How accurate these stations are, we can't attest, but these are great indications of what's going on out there, that there's a really high range of temperatures locally going on. Our old friend Martina reporting 27 in the shade in Puncy Mountain. So as you can see, insanely, stupidly, ridiculously, foolishly hot in British Columbia today. Record-breaking heat. No, it's not just a normal day. I know you felt temperatures like this before in those places, but this is on June 8th. It's a little early in the year, friends. It's not generally how she goes. In fact, as far as we know, it's not how it's ever gone, according to data we have so far. So stay hydrated, friends. Stay hydrated. She's a hot one out there. And take care. Do support the channel if you wouldn't mind. I appreciate all the support. A lot of people have been supporting me lately. I should take time to thank them all, and I'm not organized to do so right now. But people like Edith, I know, chipped into the cause this week. We had some super donors on the channel here. Thanks, man. You're putting bread on my plate. I appreciate it very much. Well, I'm kind of sit around, wait for work to show up there in life. So take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now. Bye for now. Bye now.